Hello, everybody. Welcome to FairRC's live stream. Hope you're doing well today. If you're in America, I hope you've had a great day and relaxing at home. If you're in Europe, thank you very much for being up in time for this live stream. It's great to see you all. Just quickly say hello to the people who have left a comment in the chat box. And if you haven't done so already, please do so. In order to leave a comment, you're going to need to subscribe to the channel, by the way. Okay, so we've got Dragon Crawl and Bash, hello. Johnny Hotshoe, Bill Levine, Remy Progs, Peter Griffin, Chris Gerwitz, CJS Entertainment, OG Mikey's RC Room, Micro Motor Madness, it's a cool name. Brian Chambers says, please let it be aircraft. I think you're talking about the giveaway today. And yes, we have a giveaway, and today's giveaway is going to be optional. It's going to be it's a pretty cool one because you're going to get something quite high value. The winner will get something quite high value. So you're going to get either an RTR RC car, which we'll be showing in today's live stream from Hobby Plus, or you can get the airplane. The airplane will also be showing in today's live stream. I'll be trying my best to share with you the details of it, but I'm not really an expert, I'm sorry to say. So if you're looking for really expert opinions and advice about the airplane, I do suggest you do have a look around YouTube. There are a lot of cool videos out there for this plane, and you can have a look. But yeah, this is going to be quite cool because you can choose either the Rushmore from Hobby Plus, the T-Hunter from Hobby Plus, or the F-16 FMS plane. So whatever you're into, if you win, then you can get something that you want. So very, very cool. Let's go back, say hello to a few more people. RC Granny, Scott, Diane Progs, Bordu Rat, GSG, Benjamin Bustamante. Bustamante, is that right? That's a cool name. Wolverine, nice to see you. JP Miller and Moro, East Tejano RC, nice to see you. Philadelphia, there's so many, I'm going to skip forward, but you guys awesome. Thank you very much for leaving a message and just say hello and have a good chat with each other in the comments. That's what we're here for. So we have a few things to show off today. We have two cars from Hobby Plus, which have come out a couple of weeks ago or 1 week ago. We had one of our pivotal cogs was on holiday today, last week, so we weren't able to do a live stream to coincide with the release of these cars, but like we normally do. But today we'll be showing them off, and we have the airplane, and we have a few 3D printed parts that we've made for TRX4M cars. We also have a motorbike that we've released a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, I'll be briefly showing that in today's live stream as well as the giveaway. Guys, please do click on the like button if you haven't done so already. I'd like to see a good number of likes before we do the giveaway. At the moment, we've only got 69 people, so I can't ask for 100 likes. But let's see if we can get it up to 60 or 65 likes, and then we'll do the giveaway. All right, so what do you guys want to see first? I'm not sure what to bring out, whether I should do the airplane or the car. Let me know, leave a comment. The first person I read who tells me what you want to see first, I'll do it. Okay. RC Granny says, how are you feeling this week, Joe? Are you better? I'm not feeling that much. Well, I'm not totally better. I'm getting better. I'm on the road. I'm on the road to recovery. I did just read somebody said plane. Same old, said plane. And so let's get it out. Okay. This is a bigger box than what I'm used to dealing with. Let's get the knife. Do we have a knife? Scissors. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get it open. So this is a 64mm jet that just came out yesterday, and it's called the F-16. It's selling for $199.99, which is a pretty good price for a jet. And I'm trying not to scratch the box inside. let's have a good look at this. Okay. Well, I did scratch the box, of course. Sorry about that. If you can. Okay. Pretty nice. So this is a 64mm EDF jet. This is version 2. This is plug and play, and it's $199.99. It comes in 2 color schemes. There's the Battlefield Gray, which you can see here, and there's also the Thunderbird color scheme. So yeah, depending on what you like. I've got to say I love the Thunderbird paint scheme. I think it looks awesome. Nice colors. I'm not a plane expert, so I don't know if it's really scale or not, but it looks really, really cool. And yeah, it's called Fighting Falcon. Let's get it open. Okay. Let's show you the box. This is the overview, though. So FMS airplanes always come with a long history of the airplane itself and the advantages of this particular model. Some of the features that it's talking about here is a high quality 40A ESC, high power 2840 kV, 3150 motor. We have a 12-blade, 64mm ducted fan, high precision digital servo. There's a lot of good quality parts going into this. We have cockpit details. So we have a cocktail, panel lines, realistic antennas, airspeed head, front and rear landing gear set, navigation lights. And let's have a look. Let's open it up and see how it comes. Okay. So. Okay, so if you guys are interested in this and you want to check it out in our store, just click on the link at the top of the chat box, and you'll see where this product is listed. So this is the Thunderbird. So let's get this one out the way. Here we go. This is the Thunderbird paint scheme. Very nice. So FMS box is always very, very secure. Everything's in good condition and very, very rarely ever gets damaged in shipment, which is always a plus. And it's nice to not have to worry about that kind of thing. Okay, so it's attached with some tape over here. So let's open the tape. If I can, I think I'm going to have to slide some scissors into there to cut it open. There we go. Sorry if you guys can hear me sniffing every now and then. There we go. It's the vertical stabilizer, looks like. That's the vertical stabilizer. Okay, very nice color detail and sticker details on here. The here it looks like it's all sticker. Yeah, it's all sticker covering over the foam, and yeah, the foam itself is not painted, by the way. If that's something that you are particularly fussy about, it's not painted, I'm afraid. Of course, this is always to keep the cost down. So it's pros and cons. So maybe not painted, but you get it at a cheaper price. So it's always a balancing act with this kind of thing. Okay, let's get some more of these parts. There we go. The aileron. how do I get this out? Okay, so it pulls out from the back, and then the front slides out. Have a look at the pilot in the cockpit. Very cool. The cockpit itself, the control panel is actually quite highly detailed as well, which is very cool, and has all these flags along the side, and it says United States Air Force here. So the battery, of course, goes in underneath the cockpit, and there's a little latch here, which is done to look kind of scale, like a kind of fuel tank or something like that. And just pop that open. The battery slides in, and it's quite a well-designed battery case. It can it enables you to have quite a good zero center of gravity, or a neutral, I should say, and yeah, and very good. And so here is the fan, the 64mm ducted fan inside here, and it looks really cool. We have a nose for it, which just slots in there. Things need to be glued, and yeah, we have a few other parts, and we have the landing gear here. Okay, so bring these out. So we have these wheels. They're quite hard, quite firm, and have suspension, quite firm suspension, I'd say, on this, on this landing gear, quite firm. And here we have is CNC landing gear with plastic brackets for extra strength and support. Yeah, quite hard rubber tires. Cool. So the size itself is is quite small. These 64mm planes have not always been the most popular, because the size, the previous, when they first started bringing these out, the scale was not quite there. But these ones look very realistic, and yeah, and I think they've made a lot of improvements on this kind of scale. And with this kind of size, it's great for portability, for being able to take it all around, and you don't have to. Well, it's a lot easier basically to take around, and I think that's great. So okay, the manual itself comes in English, and I think, yeah, it also has some Spanish in there, or French. I'm not sure if that's Spanish or French, and we have some Chinese in there as well. Have some good clear diagrams about how to set up, and yeah, it doesn't. I think it has everything that you'd normally expect from an FMS manual. All right, so very nice. This is 199.99. Back in the camera. This is 199.99, and it's a very good value airplane for people who are looking for a jet. Look at this one back. Yeah, so for people who are looking for a jet, maybe not a full-size jet, but a little bit smaller, 64mm, 199.99 is a great value buy, and a lot of fun to test out. Yeah, do get in touch. Let us know what you think about it, and write comments in the chat box. Okay, I'm sorry if sometimes I sound a bit funny, because I've got a blocked ear. I'm not sure how I sound, to be honest, because my ear at the moment is totally blocked up, and I can't hear from it. Okay, it's a plug and play. Papa Shorties. It's not ready to fly. It doesn't come with the transmitter or battery, but these things you can easily purchase separately. And aerial aces. I've been trying too hard to overpay for the old E-Flight UMX Carbon Carb SS. I'd like to see a direct comparison to that nowadays. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay. Larry's Big Ass Gas Garage says, I can barely drive an RC crawler, let alone fly a plane. I'd poke someone's eye out. Yeah, I think it's one of those hobbies. It's a little bit of a learning curve to get into, right? So it's first of all, you need to have the place to play. You need to make sure that you've got a location that allows for RC planes. And you've also then got to maybe test yourself on some planes that are not that expensive, because they can break quite easily if you crash them. So yeah, it's always a good thing to try out the flight simulators first before you take your plane out to the field. The flight simulators are really cool and they look very realistic, and will definitely get you kind of up to speed before taking your plane out and taking that risk. So that's the first step for anybody who's looking to get into the hobby. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Remember that airplane is available on our store, and there's a link at the top. But we're doing a giveaway today, and the giveaway will be a bit later. We've got 66 likes now. That's awesome. Thank you very much. We'll be doing a giveaway quite soon. And you can choose either the airplane or one of the next RC cars that I show you. Yeah, stay with us for a few more minutes, and then we'll do the giveaway. So I'm bringing out now the Hobby Plus new CR-18P, and I'm not sure which car this is actually. Let me see. Okay, there's a sticker up here. It's the T Hunter, and we've got the green one. So Hobby Plus recently just updated their CR-18Ps, and so we have two new cars, which are the T Hunter and the Rushmore, which is Hobby Plus. They originally had the T Hunter as a CR-18P, and the Rushmore was a CR-18 car, which means it didn't have portal axles. And those cars were very popular, and now they're kind of upgrading them with new details and new chassis. And it's yeah, we're gonna have a good look at them now. So where are those scissors again? I think I gave you the scissors. Oh no, I've got them here. Okay, and so it's interesting that Hobby Plus and FMS have quite different ways of releasing their cars. So FMS like to keep the same chassis for quite a lot of different versions, and then so they have the same chassis, and then they bring out tons of new bodies for that chassis, for the same chassis. And then Hobby Plus, they have the same bodies, and then they like to have very meaningful upgrades for their chassis and a lot of good improvements on the chassis. So yeah, just an interesting difference between the two, I think. Let's take it out. So this is the CR-18P. It says 2024, so this is the 2024 version, the next level of microcrawler performance. Okay, so here are some of the selling points for the new version, for the new upgraded CR-18Ps. FuryTech Lizard ESC and Venom Outrunner motor. We have a 5-degree angle motor mount with a low center of gravity aluminium chassis frame. Servo on axle setup. Big bore oil shocks with aluminium caps and retainer, and high clearance portal axle with 45-degree steering angle. This is a ready to run, only needs batteries for the transmitter. So let's have a look. Okay, Hobby Plus, they do like to focus mainly on performance over scale, although their scale details are still very nice, and their vehicles do look good, but they focus mainly on performance. And okay, everything's packed in quite nicely. We have this transmitter in bubble wrap. The transmitter is the same one that we're all kind of familiar with the dipset switches, and yeah, and the steering and throttle trims as dials along here. Seems kind of nicely, I don't know, it's a little bit shinier around here than I'm used to, or maybe the wheel is a little bit different. I think it's just I'm sometimes used to seeing it in a dark blue, and this one's black. Maybe that's the only difference. Okay, so this one has 4 channels. So it has channels here and here as well. Okay. And okay, let's put the foam back in. So this one comes with the manual, and let's just open that because that's got the card in it as well. Okay. So this is a brushless new brushless setup, which comes with this control board. Okay, so here, how do I show that? Let's take my face away. So this here allows you to control the setup. It's very basic functions. It's not like Vuratech's more advanced one, so that's why they call it the Lizard Lite. This one, I think that they've made it a little bit more accessible to people who are not, tech savvy, and I think that's why they've kind of gone with something like this. So basically, it has these different lights, and you toggle through the lights with this set button, and then you can go up and down. So you choose up or down to light up different settings and choose which settings you want. So you can adjust here the direction, the drag brake, the voltage cutoff, the BEC output, and all you can adjust on this brushless motor. So it's quite basic, but the performance is really what we care about. For if you want to upgrade to something that you can have a little bit more control over, then Vuratech systems are available on our website too. All right, so we have the manual as well, and the battery charger. So the battery must be already inside the car, I think, and then we have the wheel hex as well. Yeah, so the battery's already in here. Let's take off the wrapping. Okay, and here we go. This is the T-Hunter, the upgraded T-Hunter. It already looks better, in my opinion, than the original. I don't know if we've got the original. Yeah, we do. Let me bring that out. Okay, so this is the original. It looks better to me because the tires look nicer. The tires look nicer, and it's got these red shocks, which are quite cool, in the back, sticking through. And you can see the shocks here are vertically mounted, and there's no options for for readjusting the shock position. Whereas here, you can see the frame protruding through the bed, and you can see that there are a lot of mounting positions here, similar to the Evo. This one has 6 different mounting positions, which is it's really nice to have that option. And just those slanted rear shocks look pretty cool. Do let us know if we have any, if you'd like us to make any 3D printed parts for these cars. This is something that FairRC can do. Okay, and so what am I going to show you first? Let's have a look. So one of the, let's quickly look at the selling points of the originals so that you guys know what kind of thing we're looking at already. So this here is a crawler. It's got a what's the word? I've lost my Lexan body. That's it. It's got a nice detailed Unimog style Lexan body, and this kind of roll cage at the back with some scale details like the jerry cans. We have we have a spare tire mounted at the back. The selling points of the CR-18P were originally that it has portal axles and is just a very nice, good crawler. Single speed. It doesn't go very fast, but is very good for crawling, and there are a lot of upgrades now available from Hobby Plus for this platform. So you can see here that the battery mounts in this box, in this storage box, and there's an on-off button, just a switch here. One of the complaints for this model was originally that the body itself doesn't come up easily. You have to unscrew it from the bottom, and that's an improvement that they've made for this version here. So let's have a quick look to see how that opens. So this one has a hinge at the front, and I'm not sure. Yeah, it's very easy. I think it's got magnets. Is that? Yeah, that's just magnets here, just like that, and it just comes up, swings open very easily. So everything is accessible immediately. So here you can see the ESC, and you can see the Lizard Light brushless motor in here, and yeah, you can see this aluminium chassis, which has a new 5-degree angle on it, which helps with clearing rocks and just sliding over things a little bit better. So yeah, very nice. These new shocks are called big bore shocks, and the tires are called Mudder XL tires, which both of these are available separately at FairRC, and you can check them out. Just go to our website and look for Hobby Plus parts to check them out. But yeah, very, very nice. Now, another of the advantages of this car is that it has a beefier drive shaft. You can see here, have a look here, and just compare the drive shaft. You can see the drive shaft on this side, on the right of the screen, is bigger, is more is more durable than the drive shaft on the right. They're both still made of plastic, but this one maybe gives you a little bit more added strength. So that's one advantage. Another advantage of this, and it's another complaint that people used to have for especially the CR-18P Evos, was that there was a lot of torque twist on these cars. And torque twist basically means that the motor, the power of the motor causes the car, when it's using a lot of torque, it causes the car to lift up on one wheel. And so Hobby Plus have designed a counter-rotating drive shaft in the rear, which enables it to to kind of eliminate that torque twist. I'm not sure how effective that is, but that's the theory, is that the counter-rotating drive shaft should eliminate the torque twist and help you when you're crawling and using a lot of torque on these cars. I'm going to show you the other CR-18P car that is out, has already been released, in just a moment. But first, let me quickly go through the comments and see what you guys are talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to skip back a little bit and have a look. Okay, I think RC Granny, I think you had a suggestion for our 3D printed parts. You said a tow truck. That would be very cool, and we are thinking about that for a different vehicle, I think. So we might be able to do something like that. An overlander camping bed. Yeah, that would be very cool. Okay, does the new one have 2-speed, says Edge of Texas? This does not have 2-speed. Okay, so that's one of the differences between this and the Evo. The Evo has 2-speed, and these ones do not. But it does have much better speed than the than this one. It has good modulation, and you can go both very slow and quite fast with these cars, much faster than you can with the originals. Okay, a frame for a canvas top. People are liking the ideas for the canvas top and the overland camper. I have an Evo T Hunter. Sorry, just I had so double A Day says you had an Evo T Hunter, and I was disappointed with the transmission. The two-speed is very finicky. Yeah, I would say that some people prefer the one-speed. It's a little bit. If you're interested in it as a crawler specifically, then the one-speed may be better for you than the two-speed. The two-speed, of course, gives you that advantage of just playing around, going quickly. Maybe when you're walking and it can keep up the same speed as you is pretty good. But if you're mainly interested in it as a crawler, then maybe the one-speed would be better for you. Okay. Aaron, when I upgraded the motor, I could get the trans set right again. We had a little problem with our two-speed T-Hunter when I showed it off, that the gears stripped quite quickly as I was showing it off, so not while driving on rocks or anything, just showing it at the table and the gears stripped. So that's, one issue with the two-speed that we had. I did a custom aluminium tow truck bed on another standard T-Hunter, says RC Granny. That's cool. I swapped out the axles on mine with FCX24 axles so I could get rear tracks on it, says Dragon Crawl and Bash. Okay. T-Hunter is now a half track. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, and Double A Day says they are slightly different. I think the portal gears are thicker on the FMS, and the axles accept more wheel options than Hobby Plus. Yeah, I think that the portal axles seem to they are different design. Some people wondered if they were the same, but actually they're different, and so is the two-speed transmission. The setup is different than the FCX24s. Okay, let's have a look at the Rushmore. This is a car that I really like. I actually like the car that it's based on, which is, an international harvester or international scout, and we don't have many of them. This kind of body. We don't have many of them from FMS or anything like that. So it's quite nice and quite unique to our store. And it's great to see that they've been used for this upgrade, because I think a lot of people are looking for something a little bit different to what they've had before. And a lot of people have rock vans now. So, let's get one of these out and see what we can improve on it. I think it's really cool. And this Hobby Plus have done a great job with the scale details of this car as well. Okay, let's open it up and take out the phones. Okay, once again, same with the manuals and the included accessories. Same transmitter. I'm not going to power these on today because we don't quite have the time. But yeah, this is the blue one, and this is also available in red. And this is kind of like a cyan kind of color. It looks a bit different to me than how I've seen it. Yeah, when I see it on TV, it looks very much blue, but here it's got this kind of almost cyan kind of color when I see it face to face. I wonder why that's not translating. It looks much like a lighter blue in the video than it does when I'm looking at it. Yeah, but yeah, very nice. So let's have a look at the front. Obviously, this is not a licensed car, but it has a lot of those recognizable details that you'd expect from the International Harvester. And yeah, nice. I think it's injection molded little bumper there. And yeah, this is more for people who are maybe looking for something a little bit more scale. I don't think it will have quite the same performance as the T-Hunter in terms of like approach angle and things like that. But yeah, the look of it is very cool. It sits quite high. You can see that there's still a lot of flex before it hits the body. It does sit quite high with quite a light body, which shouldn't have too much impact on it. Let's just see how we can open this one. So let's just remove that. How do we do that? Okay, this one comes off. No. Okay, this one. Oh, sorry. This one has clips, of course. Sorry about that. I didn't notice the clips on the top. There we go. I was looking for some clever way it's mounted at the bottom. Okay, here we go. And you can see that for this one, they've chosen a much more vertical position for the shocks. But of course, this one again is something that you can change yourself. It has exactly the same setup as the T-Hunter. There's no real differences underneath, so we won't be going into it in too much detail there. But yeah, again, really cool, very easy to mount. Just need to keep hold of your clips. You know, I think for me personally, I would like, you know, companies when they have these clips, I would like them to provide like a good number of spares, because I always lose these things. Relalo, they had a pretty good way of doing it, where they had a link between them. Maybe I'm not going to bother putting them back on, but yeah, they just slide back in very easily, really, and something you can get used to. But yeah, it'd be cool if maybe there was a little link between them so that you can't lose them or something like that. Yeah, very, very nice. Both of these cars, I should say, have working lights in the front and rear, so they do look really cool in the dark as well. Hobby Plus have tons of upgrades for these cars. We have brass wheel weights. We have a lot of brass and aluminium parts that they've released, and they always come out with new stuff, you know, new ways of improving the performance of the car. So they do support the car in the aftermarket, which is very, very nice. And all of those parts are available at FairRC. Yeah. All right, we're going to put these to the side, and I'll check if you've got any more questions or anything you wanted to go through before we move on to the next things. Okay. Okay. Waiting for springs and metal gears from FairRC. Dragon Crawl and Bash has the Mystery Machine version of the Rock Van, which is a pretty cool mod that we did. Are you giving away fresh trucks or these germ covered ones? No, it's not. We're not giving away the same cars. We keep these in the office. But yeah, it would be probably covered in my germs. I'm very sorry to say, but the ones that you get will be fresh and totally germ-free. I promise you. Okay, that's a good question. 3D print a clipless body mount for it. That's a pretty cool idea. And the lights cannot be turned off or on by the remote. They are always on. I believe that's right. Same old, yeah. Okay, so we are going to do a giveaway. Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. You can choose what you get. If you are the winner, you can choose between the new CR-18P Rushmore, the CR-18P T-Hunter, or the Fighting Falcon. Okay, so you can choose which product you to the checks. You type it again and again and again. Just type and enter, and then after 10 seconds, I will take a screenshot, and you need to, and whoever is at the top of the screen and clearly visible will be the winner. Okay, so let's do it, shall we? So what word are we going to do? I think some people are choosing, I think Rush. Okay, let's do Rush because it's Rushmore. Okay, somebody suggested Rush. Thank you, Not Dog. Let's do Rush, R-U-S-H, R-U-S-H. Okay, type it, enter, and I'm going to count down and then take a screenshot without looking. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, not looking. Okay, there we go. And the winner is, and I'll show you. There we go. And the winner is Brett Loves RCs. Brett Loves RCs. Welcome to the show. I don't know if I've seen you here before, so welcome and thanks for joining. And you are the winner. Brett Loves RCs. Congratulations. All you need to do to claim your prize is to contact us at support@FairRC, and then just let us know that you won, and then we'll set you up with a discount code so that you can buy your choice of either the Rushmore, T-Hunter, or the airplane. Okay, so congratulations. Very, very nice little prize for you there. If you missed it and you're not sure who won, then please go to our Facebook later. We'll normally post it within a few hours, and you'll be able to see who is the winner. That was Brett Loves RCs, by the way. Okay, so we have a couple more things to show you. I'm going to do one more big one. I showed this briefly in my live stream a couple of weeks ago. This is the X-Rider 110 scale CX3 Air motorbike. And when I showed it to you, I was a little bit confused about why it looks a bit scuffed around the edges. And I found out that this is actually foam that you can take off. Okay, so this is not scuffed around the edges. This is just protective covering. Okay, so you can actually take this off and it looks really nice underneath. Okay, so let's just have a look at this. This here is available at FairRC now. It's been out for a couple of years, but mainly you have to pay quite a lot to have it imported, and now it's available for, I believe, 139 or 119, 125.99, which is a very good price for this scale motorbike. Okay, so this is for RC lovers who are motorbike fans. It has very cool suspension and scale details here. It goes pretty fast, as far as I've seen on videos. It has a pretty high speed. Okay, and we have a driver. Let me just lay that down. We have a driver, which looks a little bit funny. It's like that Crazy Frog video. But yeah, it looks a bit funny when he's not sat down. So he's actually holding, this is interesting, he's holding the handlebars like that. So the handlebars are not actually on here, but I think that you can slot the handlebars in just here. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never played around with the motorbikes before for RC stuff. So I think you just slot him in. There's a couple of other, I think there's a part where you can mount his feet a little bit better, and he's very soft and squidgy. But yeah, pretty cool. And 125.99, and then you get a pretty cool toy. And here's the transmitter. Okay, decent foam wheel, one-handed steering. We have steering and throttle trim, 3 channels. We have a reverse function for reverse steering and throttle. And yeah, this one slides in and out, I think. Yeah, how do you do that? Yeah, so then you just put the batteries in the top, just there. So you just need the batteries, and then it's ready to run. Okay, so let's put that away. It also comes with a couple of other bits. We've got another helmet, I think. We've got a few spare parts, and we have a little mount. I think this is just so you can stand the bike up when you're displaying it at home, which is a good idea. And okay, so we have this one, and we also have a it's like a tricycle. It's like a tuk-tuk car. I think we've got it here. Yeah. So we have this one also available from X-Rider. for anybody looking for some cool kind of racing fun that you can have at home. This one comes in different colors, and I think it would be a great idea to get a few different colors if you've got kids, and you know, set up a little course outside playing these, because I think it's something that definitely would get people's attention, especially with his little bobble head bobbing away inside. And these ones also go pretty fast, have good suspension. They have metal gears now, which is pretty cool, and also a very good price. So check those out on our website. And we have one or two more things to show before we finish today. So who here has a TRX-4M, I wonder? I guess quite a few of you will have a TRX-4M. We have been slowly but steadily making 3D printed parts for TRX-4Ms, for the bumpers especially, and also some campers. So I'm going to quickly show you those today. We have them in quite nice packaging here. So these were actually based on our fans' suggestions. So people on Facebook who had written in saying what kind of bumpers you'd like for the TRX-4M, and we just made them based on people's suggestions. And if you suggested one and we made it, then we send you one for free. So this one, so this, we have this one. I think it's for the. So we have here the Ford, and sorry, I'm just going to bring it in, but now I need to introduce you to this 3D printed camper. This is a rodeo style camper, which has really nice texture details, which is great for painting along here. And it has these little bumps, which can be painted as lights. It has the door. The door does not open, I don't think, no. But even like little scale handles and things like that. We have the clear plastic windows, and yeah, very, very cool. So this is to fit the TRX-4M Ford, and yeah, pretty cool. Quite not too heavy. Doesn't push down too much like the Unimog one does. I think because the shocks here are quite firm already. So that's, yeah, it sits pretty nicely on it. Now I think this one is to fit the Ford. And I think that if it fits the Ford, it also fits the high trail, the K10 high trail as well. So I think that they can actually fit both because they have the same mounting positions and the same dimensions, I think. Need to confirm that. Had a question. When will that camper for TRX-4M Ford F-150 be available? It's going to be available this week. And I think it would be, I don't know if we're going to paint them or not. So it will be sold unpainted. If you're good at painting, this will be a great little project for you. So we also have another bumper. Okay, this is for the high trail, I believe. Okay, this is a winch bumper with kind of waffle style light buckets, and we also have I'm thinking that one I showed you first, maybe that's for the K10 actually. Yeah, that was for the K10. And I think it goes together with this one. So this is the front double tube bumper, and this is the rear tube bumper. So yeah, you can get a set like that. It's a matching set. So these are pretty nice together. And lastly, we also have this one. And this one also comes with D-rings and has light buckets, but these buckets are inside the actual bumper. So yeah, quite similar to this one, but you can see this one has the buckets on the outside. and this one has the buckets on the inside. Don't know how well you can see that, but pretty cool. We maybe for anything that's available for the K10 High Trail, we maybe also can make it for our FMS K10s and our K5s as well. So over time, we maybe make more of them available for different RC models. And I think I showed you this one already. I think that's pretty much it. So I think that's everything that I've got to show you today. So I'm going to go through the comments and then we'll say goodbye. So Brett Loves RC says, what's the email? Let me quickly, do we still have the sign? We don't. Okay, so it's support@fairrc.com. And we can type that in, maybe just type it in, support@fairrc.com. And if you don't know, just go to our website and look for our support email. Okay, so yeah, good luck getting that. Make sure you do follow that up and get your prize. So Guniak says, howdy, that looks cool. That's awesome. But yeah, I wonder what that is. I think it's for the rodeo, right? That's why you said howdy, for the rodeo camper. So yeah, it does look very nice. The original one that we based this on had a kind of red stripe around here, which looked very nice, and a little bit of painting. It had like a horse on it or something like that. These were real lights. Of course, we decided not to go for real lights here, but just ones that you can paint to look like lights. But yeah, they do look, this one does look very nice and good texture to them. Any camper for the trail hunter? One thing we were thinking of is making a fire truck for the T Hunter. So that would involve making a kind of similar to a camper, just like that kind of box shape, you know, with the fire truck scale details on it, which would be pretty cool for that. I mean, maybe could make a camper as well. We'll see. We have another comment. Could you please show the red FCX24 between the yellow and the pink one? Okay. The red between the yellow. Okay, so this here is our mod. This is the wine mod. Okay, so this had chrome wheels, chrome painted wheels, and it had chrome electroplated grille as well, and just some electroplating around here to give it a pretty classic classic look. And it had also our plastic molded cargo bed installed as well. That's available on our website, just our FairRC mods section, and you can search for Power Wagon and you'll find this one. It's called the Wine mod. Okay, and any news on the FCX24Ms coming out? Will FairRC have them? We will absolutely have them, and please do get them from us rather than anybody else. Yeah, we're not interested in you getting them from anybody else. So please do give us your business. We will appreciate it very much. And okay, let's see. Yes, please, a fire truck. That would be cool. Can you put it next to the T Hunter, trying to gauge the size difference? Sorry, what are you? Okay, you're looking at the Power Wagon again, is it? See the size difference between this and the T Hunter. So the Power Wagon has slightly shorter wheelbase. You can see quite similar in width, and quite the T Hunter is a little bit taller than the Power Wagon. Yeah, hopefully that helps. I'm not sure if that was the one that you wanted, but I'll try my best. Okay, guys, that's awesome. Yeah, all of this FCX24Ms are Camel Trophy Land Rovers, which the scale stuff is really nice for the price. The scale stuff is very cool, and it's got 2-speed as well. Very looking forward to showing them off in the next couple of weeks. Do look out on FairRC's Facebook for more details of those. and do let us know if you'd like us to make stuff for these cars. Okay, so we're always open to your ideas. Just let us know. Okay, thank you very much, and we're going to say bye-bye and have a good night if you're in America. Have a good morning if you're in Europe. See you next time. Have a good one.